Welcome to Maroon Talk, the only segment dedicated for anything and everything UP Fighting Maroons. I am Fim Moran, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños.
I'm Dan Escolano, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños as well.
Go, Coach.
Popoy Clarino, batch 2K from UP Diliman.
Yes!
Let's
There
go!
we go, everyone. Coach Popoy Clarino is in the house. Champion coach for the UP men's football team. Coach Poy, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. We're glad to have you here.
Congrats,
Glad to
congrats,
be here.
coach.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Again, joining us here is Dan Escolano, my teammate sa football in UP Los Baños. Dan, thank you for being here again as well. I
Always,
know
always.
I know you wouldn't miss this one.
Yeah, of course.
We
Coach
we
Foy.
were uh, right off the bat, meron tayong nalaman about kay Coach Poy, no? Apparently, Coach Popoy is also an alumnus of UP Diliman, no? Kasi we know the Clarino brothers. If you are in the football circle, you know about them. Mga taga UP, UST, ganyan. Now we have Coach Popoy here with us. Talk about that amazing season 86 run they had in the UAAP, no? Coach, first of all, um, kumusta? I'm guessing it's been a quite busy couple of weeks for you guys so far. Kamusta naging schedule nyo after winning that championship last 2 weeks ago? Tama ba?
Uh, okay naman, but maybe for the boys, medyo busy sila. Of course, they had to get back to their academics kasi yung season 87 is just around the corner sa November na.
Yes.
So, ang eligibility ngayon is naka-concentrate the second semester yung
Oh.
eligibility and then enrolled units on the first semester. So very crucial that they have to pass their subjects this sem. Hirap din kasi 'di ba binabalanse yung laro, tas aral, ano eh. The good thing about it is sila, they are very prepared both in football and in academics. Hindi talaga nagpapabaya. And
Eh,
for me, wala, balik football ulit. Pagka tapos ng finals, had to get back straight to may academy kami. May
oh.
football academy kami. So, may mga laro agad yung mga bata doon sa YFL. So
Mm.
we had to prepare also for that.
Yeah, actually, when we were trying to schedule this interview, Coach Popoy actually came from, let's call, a business trip down south, no? Doon ko na lang itatago muna, no? But yeah, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, I would say, for Coach Popoy and the rest of the UP football team. Coach, uh, I'll get into it, no? When we had the Maki and Francis on the show, apparently it was one of our best shows, best episodes so far, and which led us to you. Apparently someone or the fans also wanted to get a glimpse of Coach Popoy and get his thoughts on the season that was, no. Pero I'll ask now the same question I asked Francis and Maki back when we started as well. Back when we had the episode a few weeks ago. Um, Kasi we had also a preview episode with Francis and Maki before the season
Yeah.
started. Then, uh, I asked them, parang hindi natin natakil pala na si Coach Popoy na yung mag-handle ng men's team. Coach, if we may, can you share to us the conversation between you and Coach Anto in terms of you getting the reins to handle the men's team? Pwede bang ano dyan? Ano pwede mo ma-share?
Uh, after the UAP finals last year, Coach Ento and I went on a trip to Bukidnon kasi meron doon Del Monte Cup.
Yes.
And uh, I was surprised that we went there together with Coach Vince Santos of FEU. Eh, Siguro mo kaka-champion lang niya. And he went straight to work recruiting players doon sa Bukidnon. Kasi yung Bukidnon is a very a hot spot for for football players, and yung Del Monte Cup na yun, talagang ang dami from Mindanao, from Visayas na nagpupunta. So, ano talaga, it's an avenue for recruitment. So while we were there, ganyan yung mga players na kinakausap namin, mga bata pa. So, halos konti lang graduating players. Um, while we were having breakfast in a mountainous place, sinabi ni Coach Anto na, oh, parang next year, kaya mo na yan. Parang ako, anong sinasabi mong kaya ko na? Kaya mo na yung boys. Pagod na ako, gumanon siya. Sabi ko, ano gagawin mo? Tinanong ko siya. Sabi niya, concentrate na lang ako sa girls and sa Aspire, his academy. Sabi ko, eh, okay. I mean, paano naman yung mga players na kasi there are players that went to UP simply because of Coach Anto, and Coach Anto is like the foundation of
Yes.
of the modern UP men's football team. Diba? Paano if they decide not to play? Under pa sila ng VAAS program. Anong gagawin ko sa kanila? Ayaw naman natin magpumilit ng bata na maglaro against, against their will, di ba? Sabi niya, kausapin natin. So now, we were fortunate enough na nag-usap kami with the team. It turned out that everyone was on board. So, yeah, from there, um, he announced to the team, and then after that, yun na. Wala na. Wala na. And it all started in that conversation there in Bukidnon. Kala ko joke-joke lang talaga.
So, kumbaga, you had it, tawag dito, you had a heads up already, but in terms of announcing it to the team, tiniming niya yan, coach, no? Hindi naman siya agad-agad na-announce.
I didn't know that he was dead serious about giving the reins. So, yun nga. But again, I was very fortunate enough that Coach Ito was able to build this foundation na yung culture Yun yung na-build niya talaga na it was easy to transition, kumbaga.
Yes. Oo. Pero coach, hearing it from Maki and Francis, you took over with more or less a year left into a few months left before season 86, no? So you had ample time to talagang
That was
tama
around
ba?
May. May we
Ah,
had to
okay.
we had
Okay.
to start the last week of May or early June because we were informed that we were going to join the Copa Alcantara Cup. The Copa Alcantara Cup was going to start mid-July or second week of July.
Okay.
So we also had to prepare for that. So
Mhm.
our season really started early. Our preparations for season 86 really started early. Excuse me.
All right.
So
Two
yun.
things. Sige, coach. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two things, no, from that. To those who don't know, season 87 will be a first sem sport starting next year, no, for football. And
Yeah.
then talking about Bukidnon players, coach, pakibanggit nga sino yung mga kasama sa team natin na galing doon.
We have of course our captain Maki Tobias,
Yep.
our main man in defense Charles Lobritania, and si Vince Parpan,
'Di ba?
our midfield magician yan.
Yung mga yun lang naman yung mga mga nakuha nila coach Popoy dun sa Sulagar na yun, no, from Mindanao, no. Sige, go Dan. I'll let you ask the next one.
So yun, coach. Coming in, it's your first season in charge and may preseason kayo na Copa Alcantara. Parang what was your preparation? Did anything change ba? Or how did you deal with being head coach for the first season?
Well, coming from the season 85, halos wala kaming games Puro practice game, wala kaming competitive match. Na pinorgo namin yung pagsali sa Angliga noon Kasi parang nagkaroon lang ng konting problema. But now, this season, parang we decided, oh, let's move forward from the previous one. Let's add a lot of games for our preparation. So, yun nga, blessing na we were invited to join Copa Alcantara. So, we put up a team that, we know that we could compete with the professional ones. And then, tapos biglang bang, may Angliga din.
Mhm.
So, sakto, ang dami naming players. We have 72 players on our roster. So why not make another team? Diba? So yan, naglagay kami ng team ulit sa Angliga. So different lineups, different leagues, and both teams were really competitive. And yung from that team, kinumbine namin siya to make a strong pool for our UAAP lineup.
So coach, for 86, mas in terms of preseason preparation, mas konti yung naging liga nyo. Comparing it, sorry, 85, I mean, 85. Comparing it to 86. Yung 86,
Sa
you had two. Oo.
Yeah. Nung 85, wala talaga kaming competitive games. Puro practice game.
Mm.
So, ngayon, ang dami naming games. And, yun nga, we were fortunate as well to have a training camp sa Imus, Cavite.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Oo.
Yes.
Sa PFF ba yun?
Hindi, iba pa
Ah,
eh. Iba pang stadium yung coach eh,
five.
Ano
no?
ba yun? Okay.
This is sa may city of Imus.
Mhm.
Mm.
Maganda. Akala namin hindi ganun kaganda, pero para siyang UP, and then the weather was nice, mainit pero windy, and yung camp na yon really gave us an advantage because of we were close to one another, we were eating together, we were housed together, and yung mga distractions medyo set aside muna. Tapos yung usapan namin was really on a personal level. Hindi halos lahat football, sa kwentuhan tungkol sa pamilya, sa kwentuhan tungkol sa mga klase, mga ganun. Kaya it was really worth it.
And that was, I'm guessing that was something that you guys haven't tried before. Yung ganun klaseng, parang
Yung
team building
ganong
na mahaba yun
klase,
eh.
yung ganong klase, we used to do that when there was uni games,
Yes.
university.
Mm.
Yes,
Sa Bacolod.
Bacolod, Dumaguete. Our last one was when we went to Iloilo.
Mhm.
And then after that, yan, nag-pandemic na.
Mhm.
So, yung uni games na yun was also one way to bond with one another kasi you'll be you'll be together for a week. You're playing competitive games, like medyo madugo lang kasi you're playing the maybe 7 games in a span of 8 days.
Yes, yes.
So,
Oo.
bugbog talaga yung player. But ayun, we were able to manage that. Yung time na yun, kasama pa si Coach Anto, and pagdating kay Coach Anto, proper nutrition, proper rest is key to all that.
Bugbog yan, pati sa laba ng jersey. Grabe yung,
Oo.
Sa laba
grabe
talaga.
yung, grabe yung experience ng uni games. I haven't been there, but similar, I've experienced something similar to it. But I know, kumbaga, what people go through kapag ganong klaseng tournament. No? But still, it's something very special. Okay. But let me get to something na quite interesting. We got the perspective of the players here. I actually got surprised with their answer in terms of this question right in the season preview episode, no. Coach Boy, I want to get your point of view. How does it feel playing at the home stadium ng UP Football Stadium? Comparing season 85 to season 86. How is it for you as a coach?
Last year, it was, to be honest, last year parang it was a bit of embarrassing kasi parang nandito tayo sa home turf, and kumbaga, um, we're not parang di namin binibigay yung totoong laro namin eh.
Oo.
Hindi namin pinapakita sa iba na ito si UP Men's Football Team. Parang substandard yung laro namin.
Mm.
Okay? But now, um, nakakatuwa kasi ano eh, every game, talagang pukpukan. Walang buwang na buibigay, nagsasaluhan, and you would, and then the crowd is, you would appreciate yung energy ng crowd. Although I used to tell my players na pag naglalaro tayo, we just concentrate on our circle, 'di ba? Yung mga outside factors, medyo kalimutan mo na 'yan. But yun nga, after the game, you would see yung support ng and it's ng community, and it's very overwhelming. Kasi nakakataba ng puso. And lalo na for example, finals. Okay? Nung tumalikod ako, and parang I saw a glimpse of yung stand sa likod ng bench namin. Kasi nagulat ako, as in, wow, ang daming tao. As in, ang daming tao talaga. Parang I noticed that around, medyo patapos na yung game.
Mhm.
So, as in, halos naiiyak ako sa tuwa dahil um, grabe yung support ng UP community, and we couldn't have done how we played and everything without them.
Actually, talking about that, the support, even for non-UP students, they show up to the games, even on weekdays.
Yes.
Di ba, Ouch? Yun na to eh. I remember season 85. Yeah, the first season that was held in the UP Stadium. There was a line for the tickets heading into the stadium. That was pretty much for a college game. I don't know. In my time, I think that's quite unheard of. No.
Mm.
So seeing that type of support from any other school, even the Ateneans, even the people from LaSalle, go all the way to Quezon City to support their team on a weekday, on a school day, was something special. No? So I guess comparing it to previous seasons, to previous generations, if I may, siguro for the football support to be there lang. Kumbaga, at least UAP na lang. UAP na lang. A proper venue lang to have the games. Kasi people watch. People, even if
You
the
watch,
games
yeah.
were in Ateneo, people would watch. Kaya lang, siguro mas uncomfortable compared to what it is now, which we have
Yes,
bleachers, we
yes.
have a good stadium.
Yes.
So it has come a long way, and it's nice to see again the support coming from every school supporting their team. And tayo, luckily enough, sa UP, ginawa yung ganitong venue. And the UP people are always gonna be there no matter what. Kaya, yun, lumabas talaga siya. Okay. Again, thank you.
I got to talk to the other coaches then, and then they 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 would rather play in UP than in Rizal, kasi parang sa Manila ang hirap puntahan.
Yeah.
Pero sa UP parang ang dali lang, and then of course the parking is huge.
Yeah.
Minsan mahirap lang.
Mhm.
May mga kainan malapit.
Yes.
So
Yes,
everything
exactly.
accessible for them. Oo. Madali lang din mag-commute. So easy access for everyone. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oo nga. If you think about marami siyang advantages, no? Even if
Yeah.
hindi ko alam kung full opening na yun or soft opening pa lang ng stadium. Kasi I think meron pa rin construction around the vicinity.
Yeah,
But
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Still, di ba? Ganun yung turnout niya. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be there. Ito, going back to Coach Anto, Coach Popoy, no? This was something that I noticed when I watched one game in 85. Ito kasi 86 hindi ako napanood ng live eh, but I got updated naman. One interesting coach, interesting thing I noticed. There was one game, I was in the bleachers. Hindi ko lang, feeling ko alam na yung tatanong ko, coach. And the game was about to start. The game was about to start. Season 85 to, season 85. Before the whistle blew, just right, siguro mga, what, a minute before the whistle blew, I see Coach Anto going up the stands. Sitting, siguro a few seats beside me. Ganyan. I was like, what is Coach Anto doing here? In my head, I was like, what is Coach Anto doing here? The game was about to start. Shouldn't he be on the bench doing the tactics and all? Coach, can you explain that style ni Coach Anto? Ano ba yung, may something special ba doon or talagang minsan trip lang niya yung gawin niya?
Baka na-suspend siya for that game.
No, hindi. He went back.
Oh,
Siguro
Ay,
mga 10
went back.
minutes, he went back to the bench. Oo.
Ah, better view of the
Mm.
of the field.
Mhm.
Usually kasi when you're seated from up above, you would have a better bird's eye view of everything. And for us, ano yan eh, crucial yun eh. Kasi you're not just seeing, you have to see three-fourths of everything eh. Okay?
Mm.
If andito yung bola on the left side, kaya umaatake na, kailangan nakikita mo rin yung defenders mo, kumbaga. And you also making adjustments. Parang ganun.
So more
Uh,
formations to get a better view of the
yes.
formations. Ganyan.
Oh. And right now, pwede ka na rin ano eh. You can use gadgets like yung iba may mga two-way radios to communicate like, oh, Coach Poy, si ano, pwede mong sabihan na to move to his left or right. Ganyan. Kasi there's a big gap between the two central defenders or something like that. Parang
Mm.
ganun siya.
Okay. Pero siguro something lang na I haven't seen a coach do. Well, I don't really watch much college football, but then that was a coach beside me in the stands while the game was going on. So yun. Wala lang, something interesting I noticed. Oh. Dan, if you have something, go ahead.
ayun. Ano pala, coach, may tanong ako. I noticed kasi I watched yung first game nyo versus UST.
Yes.
Tapos I noticed yung parang isa yung assistant coach was OJ. I was like, oh shit, si OJ. Parang medyo na-starstruck ako. Tapos parang, ano lang, did OJ bring something special when you were, ano ba? When you brought him into your staff?
Or
Ah,
how did he get into the
Ayun, isa pa yun,
staff?
yeah.
kasi when ano, wala talaga akong assistant. So it was just me, Coach Steven, our goalkeeper coach, and Coach Hinaro, our strength and conditioning coach. So when we do functional exercises like hiwalay na yung attackers and defenders, sa to go back and forth. So medyo naaawa ako na yung concentration ko hati.
Mhm.
So when I brought Coach OJ in, so I let him handle yung attacking side. Kasi ano eh, that's his ano, original position when he was in high school and college. Uh, Ngayon recently naman na nag-pro siya, ngayon na naman siya binabasa as a right back. So when I brought him on board, syempre yung mga players like, wow, Coach OJ, ganyan, Coach OJ, di ba? Parang, kasi they saw him play with Kaya, play with Global, and yung experience niya in playing, ang laki. He was able to play with against yung David Beckham when he was still in the LA Galaxy. So ganun ka vast yung experience siya. And yeah, he brought a lot to the table. Yeah, playing experience-wise and everything. So ganun.
Was an extra
Sorry.
assistant. Oo. To, ano. For those who don't know, OG Clarino was played pala for UST. UST siya coach, tama?
Yes.
From Lasal. I think he was a year older than us. If I remember correctly, when I was playing for Zobel, baka nag-abot pa kami. Hindi ko malala. But yeah,
Baka
sila,
nag-up kayo sa ano, sa Interlasal kasi Lasal
probably.
Guinness.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hello!
Uh,
Hello.
my daughter.
uh, okay, sige, coach. Let's talk about the season. Yun nga, as you mentioned, 85 was quite, let's say, actually, let's not talk about 85. They've said what about 85 was. No, heading into 86 na lang. Coach, what was your, I go with the basic question. What was your expectation in terms of the team coming from I would, based from your words kanina, a quite satisfactory preseason. So, what were you expecting heading into season 86 with these boys?
To be honest, maraming nagtatanong talaga. As in, syempre, we weren't able to make it to the Final Four last year, di ba? So, nagtatanong, Coach, kaya ba natin mag-champion? As yung mga ganun, straightforward questions. Ang sinasabi ko na lang is, alam ni na Maki ni na Francis na I see this team as a resemblance nung team namin nung 2015, 2016, and 2017, 2018. Yung ang dami mong magagaling na rookies, na freshmen, and ang dami mong seasoned veterans. So ang ganda ng balance niya. And then you have second year, third year, fourth years that are also role players na ano rin, the workhorse in the team. Kaya yun yung sinasabi ko. But I wanted to say yes, but I didn't want to jinx it, di ba?
Oo. Oo.
Sayang naman eh. Baka mamaya sinabi ko, yeah, pwede kayo mag-champion, tapos biglang talo kami, di? Ano tayo? ang sama lang pakinggan. But yun, ang ganda ng composition ng team and um, yun nga, of course, we had to set high standards. And yun yung from Coach Anto, that standard was set at this high. Okay? Gusto namin higitan talaga siya. Kasi yun yung ayaw namin i-compromise.
It's okay. Okay, so, kumbaga, Coach, you had a good gut feeling heading into the season. You had na,
Yes.
parang may chance
Yes.
tayo dito, kaya to, kaya to.
And you would see yung gutom sa mata ng mga seniors. Before we started our preseason, our preseason, well, our off-season training nung July, June, before we started our off-season training in June, we met with everyone, with the whole team, and we had them write down their goals, their team goals, and then their personal goals for the year. Parang list down 3 items that you want to achieve this year, and everyone really wrote down yung target nila is to win the UAAP championship. And nung binalikan, kasi that was 72 players. Nung binalikan, nung 23 players na siya, kasi binabalikan pa rin nila. Si Vince Parpan mentioned that in one of his, he doesn't talk much, but yun nga, when he talks, everyone listens. And we have this, jersey giving tradition. Minention niya yun, that you remember when we had this, when coach had us write down our goals and targets. Usually he doesn't do those things, but sinulat niya talaga that he wants to win the UAAP championship. And most of them did, a lot of them really did. And doon lumabas yung gutom ng lahat eh. And you would see that it was really eminent, lalo na yung second round.
Yeah.
When the team was gelling together. Ang sarap nga kasi parang hindi mo na kailangan mag-coach eh. Parang it was
Okay. Wow.
ano na sila. Oo, parang they are doing everything right. They're making every move, every decisions correctly. And it's a joy. It was sarap lang panoorin.
Actually, hearing it from Francis and Maki's words, parang yung disappointment in 85 was enough already for them to be motivated for 86. Is that correct, Coach? Parang yun na yung parang yung palang na sila game na sila eh.
Yun. Um, Ako, my target was to get them to the Final Four because we missed that last year. And then I always tell them, no, pagdating naman ng Final Four, bahala na yan eh. Pagdating semifinals and finals because it's just one game each.
Yeah.
Whoever team wants it more, yan naman yung aangat. So, but my goal for them was to get them to the Final Four. And of course, coming from the disappointing season, gusto nilang bumawi. And yun nga, yung with Euros passing din, medyo they want to they want to honor yung the life of Euro by offering this
Season.
every game for
Oo.
him. Oh, and that drove them to really to be together.
It definitely did wonders. And I'm pretty sure Yoro was with you guys the whole time. Every step of the way. Oo. Dan, go ahead.
So, Coach, going back dun sa season 86, tinanong ko din to kay Lamaki and Francis. Not including the Final Four game, the semis and the finals. Saan game kayo nahirapan talaga? It can be a
Uh,
win, it can be a lose. Which game were you really, you had a tough time in your opinion?
Actually, nahirapan kami kung if you're gonna ask me, nahirapan kami sa lahat ng games kasi hindi biro lahat ng kalaban eh.
Mm.
From Adamson, NU, UE, ay, NU, wala palang NU, sorry. Adamson, UE, LaSalle, Ateneo, UST. We had to dig deep talaga. And kaya dun siguro lumabas yung ano namin eh, yung yung saluhan sa loob ng field. Kasi parang makita mo walang gusto magpatalo. Um, Kahit yung mga freshmen, I was surprised that they would really go head to head with with a senior from another university. Kasi walang takot. Mo, ba't kayo hindi natakot? Coach, kasi salo ako ni ganyan. Okay, good, very good. Ganun yung attitude, yung saluhan attitude eh. And it helped us a lot. na and of course with lahat ng teams na bringing their A game, okay, you're always looking to improve. And we're very excited for season 87 kasi everyone's gonna come out with guns blazing kumbaga.
Tama, iba nga yung chemistry ng team na to. No? So, Coach, ano?
Yes, parang yung, sige, sige,
Go, go, go.
yung ano, parang tanong ko lang kasi syempre yung Golden Boot winner natin, ang grabe talaga, parang hindi talaga mapaniwalang freshman siya eh.
Si
Parang,
Ramil.
yes sir, grabe. Parang, ano yung, did you give him any specific advice? Kasi being a freshman, of course. I mean, alam naman natin na kaya niya, but, I mean, coaches always give advice naman. So, did you give him anything?
um in terms of yung paglabas ng potential ni Ramil, I think a lot of that came down to the seniors. Kasi yung tiwala na binigay ng seniors sa kanya, talaga, parang Ramil, kung kaya mo, go for it. Kung sa tingin mo kaya mo i-shoot, go for it. Kasi for us, we don't want to restrict yung player on, kaya hindi, nahiya ako mag-shoot dahil rookie ako. Kumbaga, we had this rule sa harap ng goal. It's either goal yan or outside. Kasi kung maagaw na kalaban yan, yari ka sa akin. Parang ganon. Parang ganon. Kung outside, okay lang. You can regroup. Kung goal, better. So, with Ramil, special, special boy. Special. And we hope that he can maintain his form. And of course, he stays humble and keeps working hard.
Of course, we're talking about Season 86 Rookie of the Year awardee and Golden Boot awardee Ramil Batyon, number 99. Uh, Ramil, again, if you're watching this, we'd love to have you here. Um, yun, kumbaga hindi lang pala kay coach may green light si Ramil, no, pati pala sa teammates niya. So he has the go signal to do what he wants on the field, and it translated to a multiple award
Golden Boot.
and a championship, no? So yun. Right, Coach, now let's head on to that epic semifinal match you guys had versus USD. Now, it was quite interesting for us hearing it from Maki and Francis when they mentioned na kumbaga inunahan kayo ng UST in terms of physicality nung matchup na yun, no? Was it something na you expected as a coach, yung type of paano ba sabihin yan? Approach that your opponents gave you when you guys headed into the Final Four? Or was it totally different?
Well, we expected USC to be very aggressive from the get-go. Yun nga lang, we didn't match their intensity. So dun kami medyo na we were taken off guard talaga. Kasi you would see players na 50-50, ito si UST, ito si UP, tapos biglang, UST mauuna. And that set the tone for the game. And then kudos to UST, talagang they brought their A game. Lalo na si Migs Abada, their keeper.
Yeah.
Grabe talaga.
Yeah.
Grabe. As in lahat, what a save. What a save. Yeah, he deserves to be the best goalkeeper talaga sa UAP. Yun but again, umabot ng shootout.
Mhm.
Ang hirap huminga during that time, as in diba? Ayun, luckily Fonzie was able to save one, and then unfortunately for the UST player, he missed his opportunity. Kaya yun, we were blessed to get into the finals.
That was one long ass game.
Long. Very long.
Which yun na ba yung pinakamahaba mong na-coach na game ko?
Yes. As in, pagtingin ko, 11 p.m. na pala. Kaya pala parang lutang na ako, pagod na ako. Gabing-gabi na pala. It was like, wow. And it was a draining game, but it was a very good game.
Yeah.
And UST really, really brought their A game, and wala, team to beat sila talaga for the next couple of years.
Yeah, kasi coach, they mentioned na they have 16 rookies on their team.
Ang dami, and all of them were really performing at this stage. Diba?
Talagang magiging intact yung core nito. So again, as we mentioned nung previous episode, this team is gonna be something to watch out for, no?
Yes.
If young guys performing at that high level on their rookie year is something, no? So better watch out for UST. Pero coach, in terms of the tactics, as the game went on, marami ba kayong iniba heading into the latter minutes of the game? Or wala masyado? Was it stick to the game plan?
Well, what the game plan was really to not push through with the penalty shootout, kasi pagdating doon, na yun eh. It's anyone's game.
Yeah.
So we were really pushing the team to get a goal. But yun nga, we were really shut down by Abada. Ang galing talaga. Since he made a couple of saves on the line.
Yes.
On the line.
Yes.
Point blank saves. I mean, minsan, tansa na ako, parang, ano ba kailangan namin gawin para maka-goal? Di ba? Di ba? This guy is really bringing his A game and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Ang nakakamangha.
Comparing the semifinal from the final, parang mas back and forth coach yung no, yung UST game compared to the FU
Yes.
game, the final.
Yes,
'Di ba?
yes.
Mas na-hit with me saying that, let me go to the conversation of talking about that amazing final as well. Again, me and Dan here were amazed. I told Francis Mac as well. We were amazed with how effective that press was that you guys uh gave out right from the get-go. Coach,
Mm-mm.
yun na ba talaga yung naging game plan nyo heading into to that final game versus FU?
Um, we know that FU has a lot of experience and in terms of yung technical ability and yung tao sa tao, ano talaga, lamang talaga sila. But we know that FEU likes to, hold on to the ball, ganyan. So the game plan was to really get in front of them, their faces, to try and make them feel uncomfortable na, oh, imbis na mag-control ka, three touches ka, will make you play one touch, will force you to make a mistake. Kung makahawa ka man bola, will try to put a body on you, force you to make a mistake. Diba? Will put, kung threat ka, will put two people on you. Diba? Para talagang, hindi sila comfortable na to pass the ball around, to move the ball around, because dun sila delikado eh.
Galing.
We were surprised din na parang our pressing was doing well, but parang FEU was not their usual not their
Yeah.
usual. Oo,
Mhm.
nagulat din kami. So parang sige, while they're while there's kumaga sleeping, let's try to push them back and really make them feel uncomfortable.
Dan, before I'll segue you to tanong mo si coach about the losses, but then I'll say lang something before
Sure, go,
that.
go.
So again, ang galing no, lumalabas dito yung sinasabi nila earlier na chemistry, yung saluhan, kumbaga.
Mm.
Francis and Maki were saying na, kasi Dan asked them kung grabe yung conditioning nyo, paano nyo nagagawa yun?
Yeah.
90 minutes press, tas all the way, ganun yung laro nyo. Again, sabi nila Maki, Francis, yun nga, kasi yung kita nila yung players nila yung teammates sila sabay-sabay silang umaakyat, sabay-sabay silang bumabalik. So, paano ka hindi gaganahan kapag ganun yung yung mga kasama mo, 'di ba? So, yun, ang galing. It's all coming into now. From us outsiders points of view. Now we're getting a better picture of how these guys played and how they work as a team together, no? Go ahead, Dan. Bigyan natin si coach ng
May itanong ako, coach. Kasi nabanggit to ni Marian Francis. Nung halftime, hindi ka daw kagad pumasok sa locker room. Hinayaan mo daw muna sila. Parang, sino, did you really mean to do that? And what was your thinking behind doing that?
Um, well, usually there's 15 minutes of halftime, right?
Yeah.
So dun sa first 5 minutes na yon, we usually let them talk to one another. While kami ng coaches, we stay outside or stay doon muna sa field. We try to discuss our plan for the second half. Do we make changes sa halftime, or do we stick with the plan, or do we tweak it a bit by adjusting the tactics based on how the other team is performing. So during the finals, we had a good first half. So pagpasok namin, there's like mga 10 minutes remaining. So they were still talking to one another, ganyan ganyan. Um, Parang wala ka nang halos gagawin eh. So that's when I asked him, oh, ano, tapos na kayo mag-usap? Yes, coach. Okay, very good. So, eto na. Ang ano lang namin is we're doing well. We're doing very well. Hey, the pressing is perfect. Uh, medyo late lang tayo kasi FE was very dangerous during transition. Yung mga moments na kaya nag-corner kick kami,
Mhm.
tapos
Counter.
yun yung sinasabi ko na pag nag-shoot ka, it's either goal or ano, or outside. Eh, napupunta sa kalaban. So, ang daming beses na yeah, there was 3 versus 3 there at the back, ganun. So, yun lang. That's some of the small adjustments that we had to make. And yeah, sabi ko, okay, now we have 45 minutes to go. Anong gagawin natin? Tapos sila na nagsabi, hey, let's win this thing. Gumano na sila. Parang, let's do this. Kayang-kaya na natin to. Diba? Tapos, yun. I mean, from there, alam mo na eh. Alam mo na na it's theirs to take.
Pero coach, actually, parang, I think they mentioned na parang they were expecting na papagalitan mo sila. As Francis mentioned, I think, if I remember correctly. Pero no,
Hindi naman.
it was a
Pero
positive, from you. Oo daw.
yeah, the performance was halos ano eh, wala naman adjustment during the first half because they were making the right decisions themselves. They were covering for one another. Whatever FU throws at them, they were solving it by themselves. So basically, we just had to watch and enjoy the game during the first half. Yun.
Yeah, kasi there's no denying na you guys had control of the game. Most of the game actually. If you could say in terms of possession, parang hindi pa nga 70-30, parang 80-20 pa nga eh. If I remember correctly with that effective pressing, no. Um Coach, I want to ask this question, but it's up to you if you want to answer. If you don't want to answer, I will have another question for you. May
Depende,
follow-up din to.
depende.
If ever you do answer, may follow-up din to. Coach, what can you say about the officiating of that game, no final?
Nako.
Ito
Uh,
na lang pala. Ito na lang sabihin natin. Should there have been another penalty in that
Penalty.
game? Yes or no lang. Kahit yes or no lang.
well,
Hindi na,
kasi wala kaming replay. So, maybe there could have been a penalty, but maybe the 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 viewpoint of the referee was different.
Galing.
So, yun lang. And maybe the referee wanted to keep it exciting for everyone. But yun nga, yeah, it was a close one. It was a close
mm,
one. But of course, what we always tell the team is that we don't leave the game. We don't let the referee decide the game for us. Diba? Kahit na masama yung tawag, kahit na in favor of us or against us, we always have to adjust our game based on how the officiating is being called. Kung masama siya, then let's adjust. Diba? Huwag na tayo magreklamo, ganyan. Let's continue playing. Kung sa atin in favor yung referee, then we be polite. Diba? Yun yung sinasabi ko kay Francis yung heading towards the end of elimination. Kasi dami naming yellow cards. We had like 11 or 12 yellow cards sa players. So pag na-yellow card ka on the last game, suspended ka
Yeah.
sa semis. Sabi ko sa Francis, minsan it pays to be polite. Kumbaga makita mo pa lang yung referee kahit nga wala pang start ng game. Eh, Ref, good afternoon. Kamusta kayo? Ganon. Para sa seryoso ka ba, coach? Sabi ko, oo, seryoso. Parang kamustahin mo, ganyan, di ba? Tapos yan, medyo awkward sa iba kasi hindi naman nila kakamustahin yung mga hindi nila kilala. Pero,
So, Konyo Boy sa iba, coach di ba? Konyo Boy
pero
sa iba eh.
it has its advantage eh.
Yeah.
Parang nung game against, yung last game namin against UST, medyo, medyo yung mga tawag was going against, going for us eh. So it was to our advantage, di ba?
Mhm.
After ng game, ref, good game ah. Good officiating. Ganda ng mga tawag mo. Mga gano'n, konting ano.
Actually, you know what? Oo nga, no? For being a former athlete, oo nga, no? Parang it's something na you have to, it's something I learned along the
Kailangan
way.
kami makisama.
Oo, di ba?
Kailangan
Pero
kami
hindi siya ano
makisama.
eh. Kasi ikaw, as an athlete, focus ka sa laro eh, di ba? Usually, ganyan.
Yes.
Especially bata, all the way to high school and college. So, yung mga skills na ganun, parang hindi mo siya maiisip on, ano eh, on your mind. Kasi nga, sobrang focus ka eh. Ano ka eh, all out ka, kumbaga. But
Mm-hmm.
coming from a coach na, I mean, yung good reminder na ganun, tama. Oh, in a way, you have to really, yung pakikisama is something na you have to learn din, whether it's on or off the field. So, good take, coach. Oh, ano?
Focusing on the things that you can control na lang. Yun, parang gano'n.
Yes,
Kasi yung
yes.
officiating, you can't control that eh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The way you treat others. That's what you can control naman.
Yes. Very, very, very good lesson.
Mhm.
To add to that, in the few games that I've watched live in the UP Football Stadium, me as a football fan ng yung mga Premier League, UEFA, we know how fans react kapag may masamang tawag, especially in the Europe games, in the European League.
Yes.
And in 85, wherein there is already a crowd in in support of UP in the games, may tendency na magkaroon ng ganun
Yes.
sa crowd. And I, for one, is guilty of that as well. Kasi nga, alam ko yung mga ano eh, football fan ako ng ano eh, ng ganitong team eh. And ang what I can commend with Coach Anto and Coach Popoy is that they do their best to temper the crowd kapag may ganong pangyayari. Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, hindi ko alam kung yung ibang coaches ginagawa rin sa crowd nila, pero kayo yung napapansin ko. And actually, it's very effective. Kahit kami, so kumbaga kahit yung crowd, kino-coach nyo na rin in a way, in a sense. No? So, Coach, at first, nagugulat ako. Kasi yun nga, as a player, as a coach in the game, what you usually focus on is the what's happening on the field. But then in terms of that, you guys make it a point na to respect that even the crowd respects the officials. Coach,
Yes. Yes.
what's your can you explain that that mindset of you guys?
Kasi ano eh, yung yung our crowd or our supporters is also a reflection of the team.
Mhm.
Diba? We try to be courteous to everyone. Um, Yun nga, parang we had yung season 86 against one team, I could I could hear a supporter from UP shouting medyo hindi magandang words against the referee. And before that incident, may mga cases na um spectators were banned from the stadium. Oo, because may ruling si UAAP that the the school is liable for you know unruly spectators, and you could be banned from entering the stadium all throughout the season, parang ganon. So the spectator was throwing words that unkind words na towards the referee. Kami, we're trying our best to get on the referee side. So medyo na sigawan ko na, hey, parang parang ikaw ba gusto mong palitan na lang yung referee, na ganun ko. Kasi I was ang ingay Kumbaga, tas nasa heat of the moment pa. It wasn't my intent. Maybe I could have said it in a different way, on a different tone. um, parang nagkaroon siya ng ano what do you call this?
Natauhan.
Yeah, medyo tumigil siya, but right after the game, I was confronted na
Parang I heard about this nga, coach. Parang I heard this.
coach, we're supporting your team, ganyan. But you didn't have to shout at us like that, ganyan, ganyan. So, I was trying to explain na I of course I apologize that it wasn't my intention to for my tone to be like that, ganyan, ganyan. Maybe I could have said it in a different way. Um, but please understand that, you know, whatever you're throwing at what saying at the referee, sa amin babalik yan eh. Diba? And it could affect the team.
Yes.
Diba? And you could also be banned from the stadium because you are disrespecting a UAAP official because the referees are UAAP officials eh. So, yun na naman yung gusto ko maiwasan. Yeah, but yun, if I offended anyone, yun, I apologize for that. But I would not, I would always back up my team in any way that I can. Kumaga, of course, kailangan kong protektahan din sila eh. Parang ganun.
Yeah. Quick side note. If I remember correctly, parang Coach Hans had a similar, I think it podcast
Oh,
before
yeah, I remember.
sharing. Hindi ko lang alala kung na kwento niya nung time natin, nung guest siya here. But he was saying na, yeah, you could see Coach Hans arguing with the officials in the game.
Yes,
I mean, you know
yes.
him. He's not the calmest person in the room for nothing, you know. But then at the end of the day, to those who don't know, apparently siya pa pala yung nag-spearhead na para tumaas yung mga sweldo ng officials. So, 'di
Mm.
ba? In a way, yung kumbaga, the respect is still there even for you, the coaches, the players. Talagang sa game lang naman lumalabas yung mga ganun. Kasi nga, it's the height of emotions and you guys are gonna do everything to win. And yeah, but then so from the guy, akala nila pure hate yung ganun. But then no, it's I mean, if you think about the football community, the football world in the Philippines is so small na yung coaches, yung players, yung referees, alam nila kung sino isa't isa.
Magkakilala.
Matagal na
Yeah.
sila nandyan, magkakakilala nila yung mga yan. So one way or the other, they know where to go and kilala nila kung sino yung mga yan. Um, Coach, I want to ask this to you again, just as how we asked, Francis Maki. You guys had 3 losses in season 6. We asked them to rank kung alin yung pinaka mahirap. Ay, yung pinaka tough loss from those. Would you rank the same? You lost
No,
against FEU?
kasi I watched your ano eh.
Okay.
Iba
Go,
yung
go,
sa
go, go.
akin. Iba yung sa akin. Siguro, kasi sa kanila parang kay Francis was Ateneo, I think.
Lasal nga.
He was
Lasal ba? Saan siya nag-miss ng
Ateneo
penalty?
or Lasal? Yeah.
Lasal.
Lasal.
Ako, yung one ko is Lasal, the second round game. Yung second ko is against
FEU?
Ateneo.
Ateneo.
My
Oh.
third was against FEU. Yung against FEU kasi, it was our lack of concentration.
Mm.
Yung
Yung
sa
after ng break, diba?
Yun ba
No, that
yung
was the
after Holy
first
Week?
round.
Oo.
No.
After
Si
what?
Lasal yan eh.
The first? Okay.
Oh.
Si FEU, um, that was our second game. So medyo we were complacent.
From a win from UST yun, di ba?
Second
Yes.
game of the season, coach. Second game of the season.
Oh,
Okay.
come from behind sa UST. So parang we were down 2-0, I think. And yun nga, we could have gotten back to the game But every time we score, we were sleeping. As in tulog talaga. And FEU would score back right after. Eh, si Maki nag-miss pa ng penalty nun.
Yun, no.
Oo. With second sa akin is Ateneo kasi um, we weren't hungry enough during that game. Parang nung nascorean kami, dun lang kami naglaro. But it was too late.
Mm.
Kasi parang Ateneo scored in the 50th minute, mga 50 plus. So si Ateneo pa naman pag nakascore ng ganun, they would defend with their lives. As in, as you've seen nung yung semifinals sila with Ateneo, di ba? With FEU.
Yeah. Mm.
Ganun sila. Pag naunahan ka, it's gonna be hard for you to score. It would take a miracle for you to be able to score. Yung sa akin, yung number one, kaya yung Lasal pinakamasakit is because yung yung pinlano namin sa Lasal na attacking and defending, it didn't work out. As in, because pinabayaan namin, we forgot about how we would defend Lasal, it cost us kaya nakascore si Lasal. Kasi the plan was to pag nakuha ng keeper ng Lasal, kasi magaling siya magano eh. He likes to put down the ball on the ground and deliver those long passes. Eh, yun yung ina-avoid namin.
Mhm.
And so, those two goals came from that. And
Um,
every time we had a game, we do film viewing eh. And so we had to replay the game. Ako, after that game, I got home, I had to rewatch it. Ang sama ng loob ko. As in, di nga masama loob ko. Sobrang init ng ulo ko. Buti nga pinatulog ko na yung my kids, my wife, pinatulog ko na. So I was watching the game, parang ang init ng ulo ko talaga. Kasi I couldn't get over it. Tapos the following day, nung nag-film viewing kami, I let the team know that bad trip ako. Bad
mm.
trip talaga. And um, we made mistakes that, you know, we could have prevented. As in, mistakes that are basic for us.
Yeah.
So, ano eh, yun, as in, even if you ask those players, they would know na parang, shocks, o nga no, oo nga no, parang gano'n. And good thing na talaga, na buti na lang talo kami sa Lasal na yun. Because that's where I think, that's when the hunger kicked in talaga. Na, hindi tayo pwedeng ganito na lang. Di ba? Hindi tayo pwedeng ganito na lang. So, yun. But, um, pero ako, I feel that, I played a huge part in that loss because that was coming from Holy Week. And we had
Okay.
uh, 14 days, 14 days of rest. So, sobrang tagal. I wanted to schedule a practice game, pero inisip ko na, baka I might risk our players getting injured kasi like yan, wala. Injured si Ryan, injured na si Ryan Kambing nun. And we have some players parang medyo mabigat pa yung pakiramdam. So if I pushed for a practice game, baka it might cause other injuries to other players. So that was the risk I took, and yun nga, doon ako nagkamali na shocks. Sana pala nag-practice game ako. Kahit just to manage just to manage, to make them feel na, this is the game situation. So, my fault pa rin. That loss to FEU, that loss to Rizal was totally my fault.
Yeah. Before Dan asks another question, no? Um, Katagdo. Yun lang. Yeah, and then eventually you guys beat Ateneo, and which would probably be the turning
Turn
point, I
around.
would say talaga,
Mm.
of the run to the championship, no? Yeah, coach, did it feel the same for you when you guys beat Ateneo in that second round game? It did
Ah,
wonder to their aura or otherwise.
actually, di ko nga alam na ano eh. Na pag nanalo pala kami doon, pasok na kami sa Final Four. Oo, I was thinking that the game pa after, yung FEU game.
Mhm.
So yun, uh, medyo may kwento kami dyan eh.
Go,
Isa akin na yung game na yan eh.
go, go, go.
Ah, paano ba? Napagalitan ko yung ano niya eh, yung seniors na yan eh. Because we had a team meeting, parang the venue was moved to a later time. So we got there 2:30. The meeting would start at 3 kasi magsusulat pa kami. Pagdating ng 3 o'clock, yung mga seniors was nowhere to be found. As in, late. Tumating sila mga 3:05, 3:10. Late sila. Sina Francis, sina Maki. And yung excuse nila was as in init ulo ko talaga. At grabe. Alam nila yun. Alam nila yun.
Sorry, coach, was
So,
this pre-game? Pre-game ano to?
pre-game,
Pre-game, okay.
pre-game meeting. So, papag-usapan namin sana how we're gonna, approach yung Ateneo game. So, as in, init ng ulo ko sa kanila. And, yung mga ibang seniors na nandun on time, I told them, kayo bahala sa mga yan. Make sure, make sure yung yung mentality nila nakuha, nababawi sila sa buong team because of, yeah, kasi for us, time is money, time is gold. So you have to respect the time of others.
Mhm.
So dahil dyan, bastos yung ginawa nyo, late kayo, you have to make sure na bumawi kayo sa team. So, hence, yun lang. Hindi namin inasahan na si Austin pala may injury, but what a performance during the second half.
Kumbaga may extra motivation pala sila doon. Kaya,
As in,
kaya,
bad trip talaga. Bad trip.
Baka sila nag-picture yung pang ano nila. Parang late kami pero at least nanalo. Yung ganun.
Di na pwede sabihin sa akin yung last.
tumatawa ka tayo. Kaya tumatawa sila nung ano eh, nung pinag-usapan natin to eh. Anyway, go ahead. I'll give you one more ano.
So ano, coach, looking forward na to the next season, 87. May balak ba kayong baguhin or adjustments? Well, syempre, hindi you can't tell us everything, di ba?
Yeah.
Para manalo pa rin tayo. Anong, what, what do you think you would change, if at all?
Um, of course, yung mga graduating players, they're they're irreplaceable. Um, it showed with how they played their last game. As in, kasi ang ano na one of our objectives there no finals was to leave a legacy. And yung mga papasok ngayon, yung mga fill in para sa kanila, sinabi ko, they have super big shoes to fill sa isa laro na pinakita ng mga seniors. Like, sina, kasi we have 8 players graduating. Ryan Tiambeng, Maki Tobias, Orlando Gores, Vince Parpan, Francis Tacardon, Gia Bongolan, Angelo Pagdanganan, and Joseph Puelva. And yung mga walo na yun, grabe yung contributions nila all throughout the year. So yung mga papasok, again, they have big shoes to fill. Um, Again, of course, we're not gonna compromise yung standards na set. Okay, we have to take it one step higher. It's going to be an exciting season. We're we're gonna prepare for it. Short preparation eh.
Oh.
Okay, but I think the players, are ready to go. Hopefully we can prep well. The timing, if the timing is right, we'll be ready for a first game and hopefully peak towards the second part again. Yeah, and we're expecting the other teams to really, really, take us down.
Yeah, most likely, no. It's, most coach, most likely tama November yung start nung next
November.
season. So
November,
most
yes.
probably siguro spill over to Feb, mga ganun.
Yes, yun
Most
yung
likely.
yun na yung final siguro.
Okay. Coach, sorry, I just want to tackle this again. Sorry, I cut you off kanina when you were explaining. Coach, you mentioned na may student number si Coach, year 2000. Coach, ano yung kwento? Nag-UP ka pala.
Um, paano ba to? Well, I was supposed to go to yung UST. High school pa lang ako. Di pa tapos yung school year ko. I was training with UST because yung kuya ko was already with the UST. Golden Booters. So right after class, my class finishes at 3, I would commute from San Juan to UST, tapos training kami. I'll train there, ganyan. And then yung family friend namin, my son is playing in UP. Baka gusto mo yung si Popoy mag-try out. So I tried out with UP. Kaya, ayun, pinagsabay ko. UP was Tuesday, Thursdays, Fridays, morning. UST was MWF, afternoon.
Wow.
So, medyo talaga, I was fit during the time. And, yun nga, thankful enough na I was recommended at both universities. Sa UST, medyo nag-aalangan ako kasi ang tagal ng confirmation. SCUP, parang sabi ko, "Boy, are you interested?" Sabi ko, "Yes, I am." "Oh, you pass your requirements." Okay. So I passed my requirements. Then, yun, pinapili na ng course, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos when I got home, sabi na kuya ko, "Saan ka galing?" Sabi ko, "Sa UP, nag-enroll." Sabi niya, "Hala, hinahanap ka sa UST." Sabi ko, "Oh? Oh no." So yun, parang, shucks, I didn't know. Pero I was leaning towards UST kasi medyo inalagaan ako ni I don't know if you know Ian Araneta.
Ooh, the
Pascal's?
Yeah,
legend.
yeah, he
Striker.
was UST siya.
Oh.
And inaalagaan niya ako when I was there, when I was staying with him. Kasi Opoy gym tayo. Opoy, kumain ka na ba? Punta tayo. And kasi we would go to the UST hospital, may baunan siya, and he would get a lot of food. Tapos, share niya sa akin, tapos kakain kami. So, I was really leaning towards UST. Okay naman, ganda naman ng training. Gagaling ng mga players kasi sila yung defending champion during the time eh. As in, quality talaga yung players. Kagaling. Pero yun nga, biglang, enroll ka na sa UP. Sige.
Okay. Alright. Okay, Coach, last question. Last na question na talaga. Coach, saan kayo nagpa-practice nun when you were in UP?
Sunken Garden.
Oh, okay.
The OG Sunken Garden.
How was it din? Ganun na rin ba yun nung ngayon? And back then, same ba?
A rainy season na yun, di ba? So para ka naglalaro sa Kumunoy. Grabe. Ibang klase. Uso pa dati leather shoes, di ba? Yung kangaroo leather.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pa? Yung mga wala.
Mundial.
No chance. After 3 months, putas na.
Well, kasi di ba dati film, natanda mo, nung freshman tayo, naglaro tayo sa sa track oval, di ba?
Yes,
Doon nagpa-practice yung dilim.
nung nabuto pa natin siya na hindi naayos.
Nang gano'n. Yun yung parang, nung naglaro kami sa field na yun, so medyo spoiled kami sa Los Baños eh. Medyo matino yung field. Nung naglaro, sabi ko, Shit, kaya palang galing ng Diliman. Ganito pala field dito.
Oh,
Yun sa track oval, may mound pa yun. Nabutan din namin yun. Anong time na yun kasi medyo may ginagawa lang. Pero most of after our sa tryouts ko kasi sa Sunken Garden, and for a time dun kami kasi I think may nauna sa amin dun sa track
Mm.
oval. Tapos after nung second sem nung season na kami, that's when we transferred to the track oval. Kasi kadiri yung Sunken na yan. May time na na nag-slide yung teammate namin. Scrimmage kami. Nag-slide siya. Pagtayo niya, as in may brown hanggang shorts.
Oh.
Parang, ano yan? Yung pala, ano na, Jebs. As in, pagtayo niya, hindi na siya lumapit sa amin. Diretso na siya palabas, papunta sa kotse niya. Umuwi.
oh.
Tanggal na yung damit na tinapon niya, umuwi. As in, sobrang bad trip siya.
That is UP, everyone. To those who don't
Welcome
know,
to UP.
welcome to UP.
Pero
Classic UP
grabe.
story.
Ibang klase. Yung coach namin parang, saan pupunta yun? Coach, ikaw ba naman, slide mo yung James. Di ka ba mo bad trip?
You finished your college in UP.
No.
Okay.
Ano lang, first year, and then I had to transfer to another
Okay.
school.
O tama,
So,
may student number pa rin si Coach. So, talagang UP student pa rin talaga. Okay. Coach Popoy, I mean, I've told Francis and Maki na against all odds, talking about that final, against all odds, you guys won the championship and you made the UP community believe once again. And it's just so uplifting what you guys did this season. Kasi yung support nandiyan naman eh. Hindi naman siya nawala. But it's quite amazing pa rin na you guys made the UP community unified once again with that championship you guys did in 86, no? Coach, I'll leave you with your chance to say thank you to your supporters and the fans, no? Go ahead.
first off, we would like to thank of course, the UP community for being behind us all throughout our season. The university, our families. Okay, those were the people that really stuck with us. Minsan papagalitan na kami, but love pa rin kami. Okay, and of course, the people who inspire us to push ourselves to do better. Okay, hopefully we get to inspire the next generation of football players to really work hard. Okay, not just in football but in life in general. Okay, and of course we offered, every game we offered it to Yoro, to Mamona, to Roji, and to all the people that believed in us. So thank you very much.
Coach, maraming salamat sa oras. Nag-enjoy kami ni
Thank
Dan.
you.
Nag-enjoy kami ni Dan.
Thank you.
So,
Sobra. Exciting times ahead for the football teams, men's and women's. UP community, huwag kayong alis dyan. Keep on supporting the UP Fighting Maroons. And again, it's in our backyard. So, no other excuse to not watch and support our football team. So, Coach Popoy, thank you so much. Dan, thank you
thank
so
you,
much.
Coach. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Dan.
Till next
See you
time,
soon,
we'll see you
Coach.
again in season 87, everyone. As always, UP Fight.
UP Fight.
Fight.
Coach, salamat. Ingat, ingat.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye, bye.
Thank you so much.
Hey, guys.